Oh, hi. I'm huffy puffy because I've been working really hard to put this together. I told you that I would show you my dolls, and I'm going to. I don't know how long you're going to be able to stand this. It's just, I hope it won't get too boring for you. When a couple years ago, when I was not very well, I'm going to turn this a little bit. Well, back up a little bit. I've had a few sets of grandkids that have lived with me. My three before this one came, one of them was a little girl and just delightful, and she loved babies just like my other grandgirls do. And she just told me, she said, Grandma, I just want an LOL doll. Well, I didn't know what they were. And when I found out what they were pretty expensive. So I started looking. I mean, they're $10 a piece and they're 3 inches tall. I started looking around and I was able to find used ones. So I bought her an LOL doll. I bought her one LOL doll, and I think it came with a few accessories. And she was so excited about that doll. And then we went to church and she saw a little girl that didn't have a doll, and she gave her doll. And it just blessed my heart so much. This little girl is a giver. She will, if there's a birthday coming and there's no money to buy a gift for them, she'll go in her room and get something that she really loves and give it to them. And I guess I've always taught my kids that giving is not out of abundance, it's out of need. And that's really what giving is, what generosity is giving what means a lot to you. And she just knew that. Anyway, from there, I got her more LOL dolls. And I kind of got hooked on them. I thought they were pretty cute. And I wanted to get some. And what I found when they were used, and every child plays with toys. I'm not saying anything about that. But they were pretty bad when I get them. And I would bathe them and wash their clothes. And if they had hair, I would work on getting their hair together. Well, $1,000 later, and 2 years later, my plan was very different than what it ended up being. I've done most of the dolls, but I haven't marketed them. So I have this room full of dolls, and I still have some dolls to do. So if you want me to, it depends on how this goes, and if I feel like it's getting slow, or, I hope that you're not going to be too bored. I already said that. I'm not going to say that anymore. I would like to show you these LOL dolls. These are some of the finished ones. And I just grabbed a handful of them to bring them out here. I can't see what you're looking at, so if the picture isn't terrific, I'm sorry. I'll take them out one at a time and show them to you also. But these little dolls, there are so many different ones, and they have different costumes. And they're all ethnicities. They're just beautiful little dolls. And every doll that I have has come in the house and gone in a tub of water and a little tiny bit of Dawn. I don't use very much because I don't want there to be a coating, a soap coating on them. And the accessories, the clothes, everything gets washed. And then I, dry it, clean it, put them in baggies. This is the way they live. And with each batch of dolls that I do, I take the clothes and separate them. And most of them are dressed according to what the internet will tell me, you know, what they came in. I'm down to the point where I don't have all of the clothes that would go on a doll that came out of they come in eggs. I don't have the clothes to put on them so they look like they've just come out of an egg. I've got boxes and boxes, tubs like this, of accessories. And many of them still need to be accessorized. And what I have now is kind of what I'm going to call, hey, kitty, no, 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 quit it. They're pushing over everything. They think they ought to be able to lay on the table and not get in trouble. Who is that? That, can you see that? That's a naughty cat. Anyhow, this is one of the things that I bought, or I got actually with a used batch of dolls. I was able to, they sent me this. It's like a display thing, and it's a playhouse, and it's just really a cool thing. But it's got little foot places in it for the dolls to stand. And if my dolls would stand, that would be great. But most of them don't, you know, in the foot thing, because they're shoes or they have boots or whatever, and it's too big. Now, some of my dolls, they also have pets. And the pets are cute. They have clothes too. This one has sparkly hair. And there are also babies. And these babies, you know, come to find out, a lot of these babies are worth more than the dolls are. The dolls aren't worth a whole lot. I'm definitely putting a whole lot more into the dolls than I'm going to get back. And that's all right. I thought of just giving them away, and I may just do that. Go out there at Christmas time and give them to the kids. I don't know. We'll see. If I can sell a few, that would be great. But I'm not so invested that I am monetarily, but emotionally I'm not so invested that I couldn't just give them away. I feel like I've been given an opportunity to bless kids that wouldn't otherwise necessarily be blessed, you know, to be able to get them. Some of my favorite ones, I have gingers. I have 3 gingers, redheads. And she is one of the little redheads that I have. She's dressed in a pink skirt and a purple top and little purple shoes. And she has gloves on, pink gloves. This is different than Temu, isn't it? I also accessorize them with things like glasses and purses and, oops, bumps on the head. Here she fell. But this is what she'll look like with glasses on. And don't worry about it. If you don't particularly care for this video, just turn it off, because I can see in the stats what you like and what you don't like. And if this is something you don't like, that'll be fine. I won't do it again. I have some other things that I want to do for you. But see, she looks really cute with glasses on too. And they all come with bottles. Water bottles are, you know, they're babies, but they're little water bottles. And I have tons of bottles. They're all different. You can match them to the outfits. Uh, here's another ginger baby. And now she doesn't have rooted hair. She has kind of plastic hair. And this is kind of the 40s style. She has a little dress on with pink boots. And her little dress has black polka dots on it, so I matched her with a pink and black bottle. She doesn't want to hold it. But that's what. These are a really reasonable option wherever you are living. I know that I have some viewers that are in the UK and some that are in Canada, and I suspect that these are still available. If you have little girls in your life that you might want to buy for, I don't know, my little girls don't care about things being used. Of course, I fix them so they look new. Grab some up and give them as gifts. We don't have to spend tons of money to satisfy our little ones. Here's another ginger. She has pink and purple on. And some of the accessories, she has a little headband. And her glasses are yellow. And she has a purple bottle. I was cold just a few minutes ago. Now it's hot. Oh, this little girl I think is really cute. She's a little blondie with red bows in her hair, and she has a little red dress with a black belt and red and white shoes. See, when I get all of this stuff too, it's just in bags, so I have to separate everything out and find out what they're supposed to wear and find the clothes, dress them. So it's a really tedious job. There's a lot to do. This one I kind of like. She's a little girl that has no color. Everything is white. And she has a white bottle and white glasses. And she's a little designer doll that a little girl can design it any way she wants to. She can color it. The clothes all come off, of course. They have the way they're on the back, they just come off. And everything can be laid out, and a little one can paint them with paints. And if you paint them with washable paint, it can be done more than once. So she's kind of a do-it-yourself project, a DIY doll. This is a little cheerleader doll. And she has purple and pink, white shoes, and her bottle. There are different series of these dolls. And some of them were like these snow angel dolls. They have kind of a see-through head, and there's glitter in there. So she has a glittery purple skirt and pink shoes. Actually, she has skates on. She's a snow queen, a skater. And she has a bottle. Well, some of the dolls that I brought out here still have some things to do to them. I've got about a bazillion boxes here. I've got to find the bottles. These dolls take up my whole spare bedroom. I can't get to my sewing machine. I can't get to anything except the dolls. And it can be a bit overwhelming. Now, when I was actively doing these dolls, I had tubs that I had them all separated in. There were white bottles in one tub. There were pink bottles, red bottles, gold bottles. I had thousands of bottles. And this is what I'm down to now. I'm not buying anymore. These little girls are kind of a sleepy time. They have a robe on and slippers, and she has curlers in her hair. So I kind of look through the bottles and see what would match. My choices aren't as great as they were at one point. Here's a pink bottle with a pink lid, and I'll put that with her. And these guys live together. They're twins. They live together in a plastic bag. And she has slippers on too. They're a different color slipper. But that kind of gives me the option of a darker pink. There's a bottle that I'll have for her. So then I put them back in the bag. And the next venture that I have with them will be the rest of their accessories, which would be sunglasses. And these guys, I have night masks for them. But that's how I do it. I'm sliding off of this pillow. I'm sitting on a donut. How is your weekend going? Mine is quiet. Uh-oh. I lost another nail. Oh well. It's no wonder that I do. I'll have to find another one. That's no big deal. My granddaughter went to spend the night with a girlfriend. I think I told you that with my last haul. And it wound up to be 2 nights. So she'll be coming home tonight or today sometime. I'm sure she's had a really good time. Do you do special stuff with your grandkids? Do you have grandkids close? I'm really blessed to have a lot of my kids close. And then there are kids that I have that are far away that I haven't met yet. I may not meet them until later, like in heaven. Some of my dolls are really special. I was able to find all the parts to them. And these are extenders for her legs. I don't particularly care for them, but little girls do. And if they can have a doll that has it, they're pretty happy. But she's a little ginger too. And she has her orange and pink bottle. And I was able to find her skirt. It has Velcro on it, I'm not sure. I'm trying. I got my necklace on today without help. I'm pretty impressed. It's amazing how your body can learn to do things that it forgot how. And with the paralysis that I have, it's really spotty. The spinal cord injuries, it's weird because you'd think that a point in the spine and the neck would affect a particular area, just a total area. And it doesn't. It affects little different areas. Like I have some muscles that don't respond well, but they're all over my body. It isn't just in one spot. See, that's her skirt. And then she's got her glasses and her bottle. These dolls are worth a little bit more because they have all their stuff. But there again, you know, the value of them isn't the object anymore. It's kind of, what am I going to do with these dolls? And they have little combs that you can comb their hair. So the dolls with real hair or with synthetic hair, I put in a little comb for them. And golly, they've got, you know, you'd have to look up the history of all of these dolls. And I've looked up a lot. I've been on the internet a lot about them. And anytime you get involved with toys, if there's, you know, there's always a backstory. And the kids learn a lot about the backstory to their toys. Little boys and their superheroes, they can tell you anything about them. I know nothing about them. But I know that as I learn about these dolls and I can put together what makes sense about them, there are little girls and little boys that would really appreciate them. There are boy dolls too. And I didn't bring any out, but my boy dolls are all done and they're really cute as can be. I brought a bunch out here of stuff to do and things that I can show you. I've got boxes and boxes of, see, there's hair combs, of accessories. I went through and sorted everything by what it is. This is like food and dishes and that sort of thing. That's why I told you I'm the sorting queen. I'm obsessed with sorting. When I went in there, after I told you I would do this, here are collars, little collars that go on the clothes. So I have a lot of work to do if I'm going to accessorize them completely. I probably won't. I may just go ahead and sell the accessories, if I sell the accessories individually. These are little handbags. They have big purses too. The big purses can carry, I had one out here, where'd it go? Pets and babies. Oh, like this one. They're not all the same. This is kind of a dull one. It's not as pretty as a lot of them. These are pacifiers or bubble gum, whatever you want to call it. They stick in their mouths. They all have open mouths so that you can put the baby bottles in there. What's the most memorable toy that you can recall? I was a lonely little girl that spent a lot of time in my closet. That was my safe place. And I had a doll called Chatty Cathy. And that doll would record your voice. You could record what you wanted her to say back to you. And then she would. I had Barbies, but I wasn't real interested in them. But this Chatty Cathy was one that I really liked. How are we doing time-wise? Gosh, I feel like I'm running out of things to say, and I don't want to just stop. I like to talk to you. I like to talk. Here's one of the dollies. And it's kind of a designer doll in that she has brown or black sparkly hair on one side and purple on the other. This is what my granddaughter wants to do to her hair. She's got a little black dress on with shoes and her bottle. The ladies on here, were you tomboy? Did you like to climb trees? I wanted to live in a tree house. I wanted to live in a tree house and be a nun. I know that's quite a combination. My brother contracted cancer when he had just turned 15 when we found out. We found out in June, and he died in October. And he and I were kind of lifeboat buddies. We didn't have the best upbringing. There was a lot of cruelty in our upbringing. And I think that was when I decided that a treehouse would be a good place to live. You know, we all have our stories, and I'm sure all of you do too. It's pretty amazing to look back and to see what it is that made me who I am. I don't regret my past. I think my past has given me a lot of tools to work with others, to be kinder, to be more sensitive. So for that, I'm grateful. I really like being able to talk with each one of you. Oh, by the way, we have 98 subscribers. With 100, I think Temu takes a different look at you. And I certainly hope that happens, because they'll sponsor, send stuff to you to show. And then they give a small credit allowance to the affiliate so that they can choose and purchase things to show too. And that would be awesome. I really like doing this, and I want to continue doing it. So please say a prayer for me that Temu will recognize me as a viable part of what they do. I really like Temu. I'll tell you this, if there's a product that comes to me and I don't like it, I'll tell you. I have to say I really haven't had that happen. But maybe twice. Maybe twice. I've had some issues with some little broken things that were small. And Temu's been really good about refunding that. And then I've had some issues with things that were bigger. And I don't know if they put it on my file, as it were, because I don't know how they do. I really don't. But it's difficult for me to return stuff, so they don't make me return it. Maybe it's because it's medical equipment and they can't resell it anyway, even in the pallets. I don't know what they do with the stuff that they don't sell. Maybe they feel like it's less expensive just to go ahead and refund And they don't refund. I mean, I always take the credit so I can buy something else or rebuy the product that was defective. I don't want to go into too much because I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It's just been my experience that customer service has been wonderful. Well, you know what? I've gotten to a point where if I took all the Temu clothes out of my closet, I wouldn't have any clothes. I'm wearing that pretty little dress I got with one of my hauls. And I found one of my orange sweaters that was just kind of put away because orange wasn't the color of the day. This is a beautiful leaf necklace from Temu, along with the earrings. I feel all Temu'd out. I have, get my foot up here, I have my orange shoes on. You know, I kind of feel at a loss, and I don't mean to not, I just don't know if this is something that you enjoy. So with that being said, I'm going to let you go. I will have a haul. I'll probably be doing it tomorrow. Y'all have just a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And know that I think of you often. My comments, the comments that I get are sweet and wonderful and kind and friendly. And I appreciate them so much. I am writing in the community section. If you just scroll across, you'll see community. And my intention will be to put things that perhaps are out of stock. When I get notified that they're back in stock, I'll let you know. And anything that I just want to share on a community level that I didn't share on the video. I want you to feel good. I think that you can post. I don't know. Can you post in community? You can certainly try. I don't know if you can respond to my posts or not, but you're welcome to reply and keep the comments coming. It means so much to me. And those of you that haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me a great deal. If you're not a customer yet, I know this isn't a haul and maybe I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it anyway. In the description, there are instructions on how to become a new customer. New customers get 50% off of their first order, and they get to enjoy a $100 coupon bundle. Returning customers still, with my affiliate codes, both of them are in there. One is to use when you download the app. The other one is my affiliate code that you can use when you make orders. And that's kind of important. The commission isn't an issue. There isn't much, if there is any at all. It's, they can keep track of how I'm doing. And if there are customers that are coming back because of our channel. And what I would tell you, if you're not a customer yet, go in before you download anything and go through the app and write down what it is that you want. And in such a way that you could put it in the search bar to bring it back up pretty fast. Once you download the app, you have an hour to make your first order. So make sure you have a good and thorough shopping list, and you'll get 50% off of that. Plus you have your coupons. And the prices are phenomenal anyway, aren't they? I don't even want to go anywhere else to shop. I need to go to the grocery store, but that's kind of important. I haven't been able to break that habit yet. Okay, well, you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and many, many, many blessings to each one of your homes. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.